Very good morning. It's lecture 1 of Fundamental of Cloud Computing and Big Data, and the code is TCS 351. And let me introduce myself. I'm Dr. Sachin Sharma, Associate Dean International Affairs and Associate Professor in Department of Computer Science and Engineering at Graphicara Deemed to be University, Dehradun, Uttarakhand, India. So we start with that what are the topics we are going to cover in Unit 1. Unit 1 is about Introduction to Cloud Computing, where we gonna cover advantages of cloud computing, history of cloud computing, characteristics of cloud computing, service and deployment models, infrastructure, and what's the consumer view about the cloud computing, security, application, cloud service provider, and cloud computing architecture. So these are the topics that we are going to cover in Unit 1. So first we start with the history of the cloud computing. Mr. John McCarthy, he introduced mainframe time sharing in 1960s. Then after 9 years, ARPANET was coined by JCR Licklider. After 1 year, in 1970s, virtualization software was launched. In 1991, World Wide Web was launched, which was the breakthrough of the cloud computing. In 1997, cloud computing that was defined by Professor Ramnath Chalpa. In 1999, Salesforce was introduced. In 2006, Amazon launched multiple cloud services such as Elastic Compute Cloud, EC2, Simple Storage Services, S3. In 2013, the cloud service market evaluated up to 78 billion worldwide. In 14, that evaluation increased up to 103.8 billion, which was 20% increment from the previous one. In 2020, the global cap for cloud computing increased up to 80% from the previous years, as many of the organization, institution, they would like to opt the cloud services, and that's the reason why the demand of cloud computing increased, including the jobs in the cloud service sector. That's also increased because of the advantages and benefits of this cloud computing technologies. What is cloud? When we talk about cloud, we have to first understand that what cloud refers to. A cloud that is collaboration of network, hardware, services, storage, and interfaces that helps in delivering computing as a service. So the cloud that we are talking, it is one type of computing services that is delivered to the user with the help of network, hardware, services, storage, and interface. It is three types of users: end users such as us, business management users such as organization, universities, and cloud service provider who provide the different type of cloud services. So when we talk about the cloud is related to the services that can be provided over the internet, where hardware will be required, storage will be required, interfaces will be required, and the networks will be required. When we talk about the networks will be required, it means the connectivity of hardware with the service provider, the communication between the user and the service provider through hardware. For example, if we want to use any application on our smartphone, we need to have the internet connection, that is network. We need to have the smartphone, that is hardware. We need to have that application services, the application that we would like to use. We need to have the storage where whatever data we feed on application that should store somewhere, and the interfaces, that application framework which is required to access that application on our smartphone. Cloud computing, it is advanced stage technology implemented so that the cloud provides the services globally as per the user requirements. It also provides a method to access several servers worldwide. So when we talk about cloud computing, it is introduced when we saw the history in 1960s when the mainframe was introduced, and later after the development of the technology, it switched to the globally platform where this cloud computing technology dependent on the user requirement. And the good thing is for this technology is that it is accessible worldwide and the servers are deployed worldwide, that helps user to access the cloud computing services anywhere, anytime, at any corner of the world. The definition of cloud computing as per National Institute of Standards and Technology, we also call it NIST. NIST is the organization which controls the regulation of cloud computing technology. So as per NIST, the cloud computing is a model for enabling ubiquitous, convenient, on-demand network access to a shared pool of configurable computing resources such as networks, servers, storage, applications, and services that can be rapidly provisioned and released with minimal management effort or service provider interaction. So this is the definition of cloud computing, and which is ideal for every organization. Every organization who are related to cloud computing, they have to follow this definition of cloud computing, which is provided by NIST. So as for NIST, cloud computing, it's a model of the technology for enabling convenient of customer. It's on demand basis, and there are multiple computing resources which are part of cloud computing services such as network, as we discussed in the definition of what is cloud. Networks, servers, storage, where the data of the cloud computing services supposed to store, application, and the services that can be rapidly provisioned and released. It means, as per the user demand, the service provider should be able to immediately provision the services. We can also understand this as many of you use Geo services. It is one type of cloud computing services. So for example, you decide to take the plan from the Geo services 1.5 GB data per day. Then after a month, you decide that the coming month you're gonna need 1 GB more per day. So you decide to opt 2.5 GB data per day. And once you raise the request to the Geo service provider, then immediately the service provider allocate 2.5 GB data per day, and it allocates to your phone number, and that is called rapidly provisioning process, where a service provider can assign the resources immediately once the user requests. And when we talk about the minimal management effort or service provider interaction, it means whenever you would like to change your plan in Geo, you don't have to call customer care. You have option given at their web portal where you can choose your requirement, and based on that requirement, the service provider will give you the access of the resources, and that is minimal service provider interaction. The characteristics of cloud computing as per NIST. So as I said, NIST is an agency under the scope of US Department of Commerce, and it is also responsible for defining standards in science and technology. And there are five essential characteristics of cloud computing. On-demand self-service, broad network access, resource pooling, rapid elasticity, and measured services. So these are five essential characteristics. I again repeat: on-demand self-service, broad network access, resource pooling, rapid elasticity, and measured service. What are the benefits of cloud computing? The cloud computing provides data backup and storage of the data. Cloud computing has powerful server capabilities. Cloud computing provides incremented productivity, and it's also cost effective and time saving. For example, if you download any application on your smartphone, and whatever process you do on the application, it is stored in the application log file that is related to the data backup and storage of data, which is not stored on the local machine on your smartphone. The data that you store in any cloud computing service provider applications, the data stored in the data center of that cloud computing services. It has powerful server capabilities. So when an application deployed on cloud computing, if it is supported to 1,000 users, so the services that service provider committed to their users, it is going to provide to all 1,000 users. For example, if a service provider commits, or in case of Jio commits you that they're gonna provide 1.5 GB per day, it means the service provider is going to watch in continuation to their user, and in terms of reliability of the services, until you finish your 1.5 GB in 24 hours, the service is not going to interrupt, and that is also part of the incremented productivity. When the user would like to switch to 1.5 GB plan to 2.5 GB or 3 GB per day data plan, immediately the user can pay for that plan, and he or she would be able to access that service that increase the productivity. It's cost effective, time saving, because the user is going to pay for the services that user is going to use, or as per user demand. So these are the benefits of the cloud computing. The types of cloud computing: it's public cloud, private cloud, hybrid cloud, and community cloud. as it is very clear from the name that public cloud is accessible to everyone. Private cloud, it's dedicated to single user or organization. Hybrid cloud, it's a mixture of public cloud and private cloud. And community cloud, it's dedicated to one type of community. We will study in detail later. So it's the best picturization of these types of cloud. That private cloud, it's used for single organization and it can be internally or externally hosted. The public cloud, it is provisioned for open use for the public by a particular organization who also hosts the services. Hybrid is a composition of two or more cloud, public, private or community, that remain unique entities but are bound together, offering the benefits of multiple deployment models and thus internally or externally hosted. And the community cloud, it is shared by several organizations, typically externally hosted, but maybe can be internally hosted by one of the organization. So the best example of community cloud is in the university, the access of library is given to the students, that is one type of community. The faculty is a one type of community, or academia, which includes both students and faculties and researchers. So that belongs to one community, and the organization gave access of the library dataset, research papers dataset to the one type of community people. So that community cloud is accessible, is dedicated to the one type of community users. One more example, if we talk about PUBG, it's online game and it is accessible to the game community users, online game community users. I hope many of you will be able to relate yourself with the community cloud. Three types of cloud service models: infrastructure as a service, IaaS, platform as a service, PaaS, software as a service, SaaS. So these are three service offered in cloud computing platform. So infrastructure as a service, it offers hardware related services using cloud computing concept, and this also include the storage services or virtual servers. And the example of infrastructure as a service are Amazon EC2, Amazon S3, Rackspace cloud servers, and FlexiScale. Platform as a service, it offers the development platform on the cloud, and the examples are Google's application engine, Microsoft Azure, Salesforce.com, and Force.com. Software as a service, it includes the complete software offering on the cloud where user can access the software application hosted by cloud vendor on pay-per-use basis. And the examples are Salesforce.com offers online customer relationship management, Google's Gmail and Microsoft Hotmail, Google Docs. In short, the application which is deployed, which you have downloaded from the Play Store or from the iTunes if you are Apple phone user, all the applications, even 99.99% applications are example of software as a service. To use the application, to deploy the application, the user need platform where the application can be developed, and that is called platform as a service. To provide the environment where a user or developer can develop the application, the infrastructure needed, where the storage services comes in the picture, and that is the part of infrastructure as a service. So these are the basics intro of the cloud computing. So we discussed what is cloud computing, what are the benefits of cloud computing, the types of cloud, and cloud services model. I hope you enjoyed the class, and that is it for the day. Thank you.